The Grambling State Tigers have a slew of 2017 NFL draft prospects this year, which speaks to the great job of development that has taken place within the program. Head coach Broderick Fobbs, a former Tiger standout, has led his program to a Celebration Bowl victory and a Black College National Championship as well in 2016. When you look at the 8 prospects in this video, realize the job that's been done by both Fobbs and the individual commitment made by each and every one of these prospects to transform themselves into Grambling men. Let's start with Chad Williams, the 6'1", 210-pound wide receiver who was a standout at the Reese's Senior Bowl, has arguably the best hands in this draft class. Williams has outstanding hand-to-eye coordination and is also able to make the contested catch look easy. He's very strong at the catch point and has a large catch radius for the quarterback to put the football in. His route running is where I think he's mostly underrated. He gets good acceleration into his stem and uses his hands extremely well to keep the defensive back away from his body. He shows vet-like savvy in that regard. Williams was Grambling's #1 option in the passing game and has, in my opinion, the most consistent hands in college football. I think he'll be a solid X receiver and can utilize his size and savvy to play on the inside as an F receiver as well. Verlin Hunter was the excellent counterpart to Chad Williams and is a very good prospect in his own right. He actually rivals Williams for the strongest hands in this year's draft class. He does an excellent job of playing above the rim and has a great sense of timing in doing so. The 6'2", 200-pound Hunter is ideally suited to play on the inside as an F receiver as a pro. He's a very physical guy that isn't afraid of bodies around him, and he's also an active participant in the run blocking department, which also yields itself to him being able to play on the inside. I think as he moves forward, he'll smooth out his route running and make big strides in that area. Justin Kelly, the running back, is a 5'9", 230-pound fire hydrant that was a bruiser in the Tigers' running game. Kelly is a one-cut downhill runner with above-average burst and shows a leg drive to power through arm tackles. He's shown the ability to be a workhorse as well. 3 times this past season, he was given 20 carries in a game, and each time he went over 100 yards, including a 200-yard effort over Alabama A&M. I envision him being more of a Mike Tolbert type of a running back at the next level, a fullback that you can trust in short yardage goal line situations to carry the rock. Moving over to the defensive side of the ball, and Blaine Winston is a really good defensive tackle prospect. He has a great first step off the ball and shows the ability to play with length and has enough versatility to play multiple spots up front. I think he's ideally suited to play the 5-tech position. He's able to shock and extend really well and is an above-average power rusher. He has to be able to maintain consistent pad level if he wants to fully maximize his potential as a pro. He's in that Malik McDowell mold of a long athletic defender that needs just a bit of refinement within his technique. Donovan McRae was the SWAC Defensive Player of the Year after finishing the season with 36 tackles, 14.5 TFLs, and 6 sacks. He uses great burst off the ball to be a disruptive force along the line of scrimmage, and I think he has more than enough functional strength to remain at defensive end as a pro. I like his hand usage, and I believe that he can also be a strong edge setter moving forward. McRae is able to play well in all 3 facets versus the run, against the pass, and also is a solid special teamer as well. He'll find a role as a professional. I'm a big fan of the game of Caston Cooper. The 6'3", 225-pound linebacker can play inside linebacker in the 3-4 or sandbacker in the 4-3. He's a very versatile defender that excels on both ends of defense. Cooper was in on 46 solo stops, 17.5 TFLs, 6 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles. He has tremendous football IQ, and in my opinion, he also has a great sense of timing for a defender. When the Tigers needed a big play to be made defensively, 9 times out of 10, number 54 was the guy that ended up making it. He's a solid open field tackler and shows really good pursuit to the ball carrier and chasing down the backside run. I also like how he's good at taking on blockers as well as disengaging from them to make a stop. He's a prospect to definitely keep an eye on moving forward. Guy Stalwart is an excellent strong safety prospect. His game reminds me a lot of former New York Giant Stevie Brown. He has above average football IQ and does a great job in diagnosing plays both in the running game and as far as understanding passing concepts are concerned. I think he can float back and forth between strong and free safety with ease. His deep coverage skills, in my opinion, are being vastly underrated. In man coverage, he's able to hold his own versus backs and tight ends. He also shows great ability in the open field and bringing down the ball carriers. Stalwart has a skill set and a productivity to serve multiple roles as a pro. And finally, taking a look at free safety Jamil Jackson. He's your classic free safety type that's as fluid as they come. You can trust a prospect like Jackson to line up in the slot versus some wide receivers, and he'll be able to hold his own. I think he takes great angles to the football and shows the ability to make quarterbacks pay for inaccurate passes. I like his ball skills. Jackson picked off 4 passes this past season and was also in on 33 solo stops. I like how Grambling utilized both their safeties interchangeably throughout the course of a game, which just speaks to the versatility and flexibility of both players.